How we doing, guys? Me, BG. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel, everybody. It's me, BG. Today we are doing legs. I am on my last set of my warm-up. Just kind of stretching out. Once again, using that Bosu ball. I like warming up on this. Get the legs loosened up, man. It's a really good way to loosen them up. Just Bosu ball. So I usually hit front lunge and then a side lunge. I'll come this view just so you can see it this way. But I hit that front lunge, which all I'm doing is just straight down, right? Hit the side lunge. And then step up, come up, step up, knee, pop. And do the one-legged squat. That's how I usually finish my warm-up. So we do that, and I'll do the same thing on the other leg. As I start with kind of just a lunge, front lunge and a side lunge. Just 1, 2, 3. I'll turn to the side, hit a side lunge. And then come in for the step up. And from the step up, going straight to one-legged squat. This is just kind of warm up for my leg day. This Bosu ball just has an extra level of balance, which is nice. Like I said, just kind of 3 on everything. Front lunge is just here, turn to the side for the side lunge, come up for a step up, and then finish with that one-legged squat. So a good little warm up, get the legs burning pretty good. I really like those. Go ahead and hit some 2-legged squats and some calf raises on this as well. If this is too hard, you don't have to use the Bosu. You can do it without the Bosu ball. I just like it because it gets a little balance for you. I'm always looking for a challenge. So on these calf raises, I put my feet about halfway where my toes are just over the halfway point of the Bosu ball. So when I come up, it tilts forward. But when I go back, I can go all the way back and get a really good stretch on my calves. You can see that ball coming up on all the way back. I'm stretching real deep. So you want to stretch that out, get it loose. So I really like calf raises on these too. All right, then I'll step forward just a little bit. And I'll come into a squat. If you want to make this more challenging, you can grab like a medicine ball and hold it while you squat. But boom, you just find your squat. These are a really good variety. You can't do the one-legged squat yet. Doing the 2-legged works really well. All right, so we'll do one more of those, part of our warm-up, and then we'll go hit the squat rack and start hitting some weights. But it's always good to warm up, man. Get the muscles loose, stretch a little. So I usually always start with body weight stuff to warm up. Just kind of stretch out, get loose, man. So my warm-up stretches are always going to be movement stretches. You see how I'm moving? It's always going to be stretches where I'm loosening the legs up through movement. Static stretches will be much more like when I finish and I'm done. They'll be doing stretches like this where I'm just holding. That's going to be for afterwards to help loosen you up. You want movement stretches at the beginning to get you limber so you're ready for your workout. Less chance of injuries, things like that, by doing these movement activities where you see me doing those lunges where I'm here. That's really just stretching with the movement, right? I just throw the Bosu ball in, to make it a little more challenging, but always movement stretches to start, and then you're more static, just stretches like that at the end. But hey, guys, glad to have you. Glad you're watching. We're just hitting a little bit of legs today. Uh, haven't done a live for a few days, man. I did a short yesterday on chest day. Didn't have much time yesterday before work, so I wanted to get something out. But yesterday we did bench press and pretty much bicep, tricep, whole routine. I'll do chest again on Friday. I'm hoping I may actually have a treat for you guys. Have one of my guys that I trained for a long time when I was younger. He may be coming to town. So if that's the case, we may do a live together, doing a whole cable chest and arm day. He's someone I worked out with for a long time, someone that I trained and got in good shape. Then we kind of lost touch for about a year and a half, and he kind of got out of shape. But he's doing my teachings again on his own, and he's looking really good, man. He's slimmed down a lot and doing his handstand push-ups and stuff a lot, and I love to see it, man. So, and his name is Samuel. I call him Sam. So if there's a chance that he'll be in town Friday and Saturday, we may get a couple good workouts together, which I'm excited about. So if we do, we'll do a live on those, and you guys can meet him, and we'll have a good workout day. So I'm excited for that. And if you really want to challenge yourself while you're doing these, you can come down and hold just like this at the bottom. You want it right where that part where you're really shaking. You're trying to find your balance. You're going to shake. And if you don't shake on this, it's too easy. Like me, this is pretty easy. So you grab a medicine ball and just hold it, and you'll start feeling it, man. It'll burn. So when you're really good, take that medicine ball, and you can and catch it with this hand, and then do it again. Make it a little more challenging. That's a workout I used to love doing a lot. So that's pretty much our leg warm up. So we'll go over and grab a squat rack and start hitting these weights and stuff, man. All right. Let's go get these squats in. How you doing, man? All right. We'll grab this squat rack down here. It's open. Oh, I brought my belt with me today because my back was feeling just a little tender. So get you guys set up here on the machine so you can see me in the mirror. All right, that should work. All right, guys. We'll hit a warm up with just a one plate, 145 on each side. I'll show you guys. Normally I split up my Bulgarian and my split squats, but we'll go ahead and do them together today so I can show you guys the difference in them. They're pretty similar. This one involves this bench, and one doesn't, between the Bulgarian split squat and the lunge. Like I said, pretty similar movements. Just one takes the bench, one doesn't. But I'm going to start out with a warm up that I like doing on the weights. It's just a good little, get your legs loosened up all the way in case the first little exercise we did, you might still be a little tight. So on this, all I'm going to do is 3, 3, 3, and then 3 full squats. So what it looks like, it doesn't matter if you start at the top or the bottom. I generally start at the bottom. I like the bottom, so I'll go all the way down. And here at the very bottom, right, this is not a heavy weight. I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to come in the middle. 1, 2, 3 to the top. 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to go all the way down. 1, 2, and 3. And if you want, you can throw in some calf raises here too. Just a nice little extra. But that's pretty much it. That's the warm up, and we'll do like 2 or 3 sets of those just to loosen up. But I like that because it hits all the depths of your squat. So just a little half squat at the top, middle, bottom, and then just 3 full squats. So Nice little warm up there. If you're like me, you like doing some extras, I'll just throw in some abs here too while I'm hanging off this thing. You can just grab it. I'll throw out some knee ups to start. That's the easiest one. It's all about control. I'm not shaking my back. I'm not swinging. Just control. So I like doing that between sets. Usually just work the abs a little. So, but definitely glad to have you guys. Glad to have you watching. But yeah, man, I really like that warm up. We'll do, like I said, 2 or 3 sets of those, and then we can add some weight, and we'll hit the. I'm trying to think where I want to start. We'll probably start. We'll start with the. I'll show you the split squat and the lunges first, and then we'll go do back squat and finish with front squat. So, for those who've never done front squats, are really good, man. Really hit the quads, hit the abs. So a little different than a back squat. I definitely can't go as heavy on the front squat. So that's why I usually end with those. So it's a good little workout. Like I said, we'll hit this warm up again. I'll show you this again. This isn't nothing crazy. There's one plate. It's pretty light. So what you'll do is go to the very bottom. Well, it don't really matter where you start. I can do the opposite. I'll show you from the top this time. Usually I like starting at the bottom, but you can start here too. It's just a little half squat. So if I start at the top, I'm just doing a little 1, 2, 3, and then I'll come down to the middle. 1, 2, 3, and then I'll go to the very bottom. 3, and then all the way up and down. 1, 2, and 3. All right. And then if you want calf raises, you can throw them in there, just a little extra. So, good little leg routine. Like I said, I've been throwing abs in between. I did some knee raises last time, but you can throw in some leg raises too. The thing about leg raises, I'm going to come up. I'm stopping at that 90-degree angle. I'm stopping straight out and back down, and I'm controlling it. I'm not swinging my back. We're controlling it. So you come up. You can point your toes, or you can hold them out straight. Doesn't really matter. We're just trying to target those abs. Just good in control like that. That's all we're really looking for on those. But that's a good one. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Definitely always appreciate the compliments, man. We're just here working legs today. Legs is definitely, I don't skip legs, but a lot of people assume because I have a big upper body that my legs are small. My legs are pretty defined, but definitely working on trying to get more size. But man, losing weight caused my legs to really shrink from what they were. So when I was 235 pounds, I could squat 500 something, no problem. But as I dropped down to under 160, my thighs shrunk a lot. So I love leg day, man. It's like a love-hate thing, you know. You hate it while you're doing it, but you love how you feel when you're done. You feel like you did something. But we'll show Bulgarian split squats and lunges next. So the main difference in these is whether I'm using the bench or not. So the lunge is easier. I'll start with the lunge. On these machines, it's a little hard. I would much rather have free weights, but Planet, unfortunately, doesn't have like free weights for a big barbell like this. So it's unfortunate, but you work with what you got. This is a cheap gym in my town, so that's why I chose this one. I go boxing too, and that's $60 itself. So altogether, I'm paying like $85 a month. So, you know, I had another gym I was going to, but over 100 something a month for 3 gyms was just kind of ridiculous. And how often was I going to all those gyms? So I had to narrow it down. But and I got some home workout equipment too. I just don't use it that much. But so with these lunges, basically what I'm trying to do is when my front leg comes down, I want to find a spot where my shin and my knee are straight up and down from each other. And that's it. And all my weight is pretty much sitting on that leg. my back leg is just kind of keeping me straight. And that's really what we're looking for on the lunge. I'll just do 3 each leg. Just kind of show you guys an example on those. But yeah, you just kind of want that straight shin to knee. Back leg, not much weight on it at all. All my weight's sitting on that front leg. And that's where we're working. How you doing, buddy? Huh? No, just, yeah, for now. I can be out. How often what? Oh, you're okay, buddy. No problem, buddy. People at the gym. So, yeah, but we'll do abs in between. One other thing I'll do on abs is the toes to bar. And toes to bar is a little challenging, mostly because of form. So with toes to bar, I don't want you bending your back. So you'll see a lot of guys, when they come up, they go in to look at the sky. Like if you're looking up at the ceiling, you're doing toes to bar wrong. I don't want you looking at the sky. Like if I show you, I'll show you a bad form. This is what I don't want. I don't want you doing this where you're rolling your back up and looking at the sky, right? I don't want to see your butt. I don't want your back to be like this, right? I need your back straight. I need you to bend at the waist and touch that bar. So my eyes will stay forward the whole time, right? I like a wider grip on these. I find it easier, but I'll come up just like that, looking forward. My back stays straight, and I'm bringing my toes up as high as I can, trying to touch that bar. And you may not touch it, but it's a good little workout, man. So like I said, I kind of alternate my days on, like 1 week I'll do the lunges. The next week I come in, we'll do the Bulgarian split squats. And I usually do like 2 to 3 sets of each of those. So I've just kind of been showing the difference between the two. So the lunge was that. The Bulgarian split squat is a little different, but that'll be my second set. And I'll show you that. Pretty similar. I still use one leg, and that whatever leg is up front, I still want that knee to shin straight up and down. So I usually come forward a little with it. The other leg is going back on this bench, right? And it's the same thing. Most of my weight is going on this front leg, and I'm just coming down. See, I don't like that form right there. I'm going to come forward a little. That's better. My knee and shin's a little bit better there. But that's a really killer on the back too, man. You got to be careful with these. Make sure you're loosened up so you don't pull nothing in your lower back doing these. And don't go real heavy, man. I keep these pretty light. All about just form. I'm really trying to focus on those glutes. Because these get the glutes really, really well. But just 3 on each leg with that too. That's all I really hit on those. Nothing major. Good little form. It's a good little workout, like I said. So 1 week I'll do the lunges. Then the next week I come in, I'll do the Bulgarians. And just kind of mix it up like that. Because they're pretty similar, working pretty similar muscles. So you don't need to do both of them on the same day. But I've just been showing people the difference. So I do them together. So that'll pretty much be my set on those. We'll go ahead and start the back squats now. So I'll probably put on another 45 and we'll work our way up. And then as we come back down, we'll switch to front squats once I get to a weight on that I can handle. Which is usually about 2 plates on front squats, pretty heavy. So like I said, front squats are definitely a love-hate thing for me. All right. All right, guys. So we'll start off with these back squats. Now, depth is kind of up to you on what you're looking for. I try to go down as far as I can for as heavy as I can. I find that to work the best for me. I'm going to get the glutes more as I get past that 90-degree angle. I'm going to work into the butt, which a lot of people want that. So if you're really trying to work your glute muscles, really get deep. If you're not too cared about that, if you're focused solely on your leg size, 90 degrees is good, but at least try to hit 90 if you can, which, you know, is just that straight up and down 90-degree angle. But I always come down to where I'm past that and shoot back up. On these machines, it's easier if you come forward just a little bit so you can get a really good angle on your knees. But yeah, that's a head rush right there. But that's a killer, man. That's the thing. It just depends what you're working for. So what I'll do is I'll go as deep as I can, as long as I can. And when it gets too heavy, that's when I start just hitting 90 and back up, because I want to at least try to hit 90. So this makes it seem a little bit easier as you go heavier if you start out going deep as you can. So like I said, we'll go ahead and keep on moving, add a little bit more weight. Got still one of these 45s, brother? Using these? Got some? Thank you, brother. Get us some more 45s. We'll push these out. Oh, man. Yep, been a pretty good day, man. I just worked last night, pretty much slept today, didn't do a whole lot. I got a shout out today from one of the guys on YouTube here. Anybody who's ever watched Gravity Core Fitness, man, he's a really good guy on this on YouTube, man. Does a lot of crazy workouts. I definitely recommend going and checking him out, dude. He does a lot of burpees, body weight stuff. The man is 56 years old, was a natural bodybuilder for a very long time. He lives over in Wales. Very positive guy, very, very knowledgeable. You know, my dad's 58, and my dad used to be in really good shape, and he's kind of fallen off in the past 10 years, you know. And but I tell him it's never too late, and I always talk about Gravity Core Fitness because, like I said, that guy is 56, and he's killing it, man. He's killing it. So he does more burpees than I think I ever have. So, you know, 500 in the setting, 1,000 in the setting. Love to see it, man. So, but I'll show you guys some more ab stuff in between here. As we're getting heavier on these squats, I'll take a little bit longer break. So I definitely, I'll do around the worlds is one I like to do. So this one, some people call it like a clock, or like I call it Bruce Lee kicks. So it looks like a windshield wiper, but the difference is I'm going all the way around. Like my legs will be a clock hand, right? So I'm going to come all the way around from the bottom, back the other way, right? I don't want you to match your sides, whether it's 1, 1, 2, 2, but try to even it out so you're hitting both sides of your stomach are the same. So I like those a lot. On the next set, we'll do windshield wiper. I'll show you the difference. So like I said, that's kind of, I call them Bruce Lee's, but like I said, we'll do the next set, and then I'll show you up to the next set. It'll probably be windshield wipers. So I also do a front lever, back lever, but that is really hard to do on this bar up here. It's pretty thick. You need a little bit smaller bar. I can attempt it, but I don't know if I'll be able to do it. So we'll give it a shot. But we'll go ahead and hit this back squat. I got 345s on here now, so we're starting to get a little heavy. I usually go up a 45 at a time. So right now I can still go all the way down usually to my usual depth. So just like that. Yeah, getting heavy. Oh man. Yeah, dude. I'm 33, and I'll tell you this much: I definitely feel the difference. Even from when I was in my mid to late 20s to 33, it's like once I hit that 32 mark in the last year, I've definitely felt the difference in like my joints and the testosterone shift. Uh, it definitely, dude, it's been a difference. Getting older ain't fun, that's for sure. I used to laugh when people would tell me, "Oh, you'll be old one day." I'm like, "Whatever, old man." But now I'm getting there, dude, and I feel the difference. Uh, when I was 18, all the way up until 27, I could work out, and the next day you wouldn't even feel like you're tired. You know what I mean? Uh, but definitely, man, it's all about keeping pushing. And my numbers are still doing great. For most guys my size, I'm hitting pretty good numbers, pretty good weight on everything. Um, my running is still great. My burpees, still excellent cardio. Outdoing most people in my age group, but it just you feel the difference in your joints, like the soreness. Like I said, I can squat 580 pounds one day or deadlift, and then the next day be able to go run and not feel nothing in my lower back at all. Now I might feel the pain in my lower back when I go attempt to run. I'm still going to do it, but it's going to be like, damn, I feel those from yesterday. And that's kind of the difference. When I was like younger, man, I would heal up so quick you couldn't feel nothing. But this is like a longevity game. So all right, I said I'd show you guys. So last thing we did was I call them the Bruce Lee's, where I did that little clockwork thing around. This time we'll do windshield wipers, and the main difference here, this time I'm gonna bend my back, right? So I'm gonna bend, but I'm gonna stop halfway with my legs on each side, just like a windshield. So that'll be the main difference from the last one I just did. So I'll come up, hold myself, and then I'll turn to one side, stop, turn to the other side, stop, just like that. And I'm really controlling it, trying to keep my chest straight up and down while I tilt at the waist. Hey, so deadlift, definitely. Squat I've probably only ever done about 500 maybe at my max, and that was when I was a teenager, doing like 235 pounds is what I weighed. So the 500-pound squat back then wasn't too bad. Nowadays I'm probably like upper 300s. So, and I'm about 185 pounds. So I could probably get maybe a 380 out of me. But that's free weights. On these machines, I'm not sure. I got 445s on here right now, but I'd rather have a free weight for squat or for deadlift or bench press any day of the week. I think it gets better results. But deadlifts have always been my strong suit. Deadlift 580 has definitely been my max. 580, 585. And I've been able to do that since I was probably in my early 20s. I've just been blessed with good back. And I do like the bent leg deadlift. I don't do straight leg. So 27. So, dude, listen, I am not the guy to ask about overtraining because I'm terrible. I am terrible, and I will admit that 100%. I tend to train it harder than I need to because I've always wanted to get bigger. I've always wanted more results, right? And I think I've cost myself by overtraining, or else I could have probably gotten better results. So I don't think it's a good thing, but I just don't do what I do. That's what I'll say, because I tend to overtrain. I think that's why my joints have problems, because I work out probably 6 days a week. And when I was in my early 20s and I had more free time, I wasn't focused on a career yet, I was working out 2-3 times a day sometimes. Like I was going stupid. It was so dumb. That's my problem, is I don't know when to stop. That's the same problem I have, dude. Like I tell everybody, I'm not an expert. I try to show people what has worked to get me where I'm at. But like that's where I'm at too, Austin. Is like I just tend to want to keep lifting, and it's dumb, bro. It's so dumb. Like I'm like, dude, this is so stupid. Why don't I just take a break and enjoy life a little bit? But like it's an addiction. It's just like someone who's addicted to drugs or addicted to it's an addiction. You get that endorphin rush, you just want to keep going, and that's been my problem, dude. It's the same thing. Same thing. I always want to overtrain. But I do better now. That like I don't really do 2-a-days anymore, but I do train probably at least 6 days a week. I could probably take another day off. I try to give myself at least one day of rest, but like one day is usually at home. Like on a Saturday, I go run and I do burpees. I'm not lifting, but dude, like it definitely it's hard, man. like because I do, like, for instance, Monday I come in here and I always do chest and arms, whether it's calisthenics, bench press. It's usually my bench press day. Tuesday I usually do boxing, so that's one of my days off weights. I go just do boxing on Tuesday. Wednesdays I come in here and I do legs. Thursday is a big day because I do shoulders first, and then I go to boxing and do my hour of boxing, which is dumb, but it's the only day to hit my shoulder routine. Friday I do cable chest and arms. Saturday is usually at home doing some burpees or some running, and then Sunday I come in here and I always hit back and lats, and usually abs. I throw my weighted abs in on my back day because it works that whole core, lower back, upper, abs, all that. So I throw all that together, and then I usually do abs, just calisthenic abs, every day in between stuff. Like you see me doing the stuff here on the bar. I'll do that every day, no problem. But like I'll overtrain my joints, man. And it sucks. I need to be better at that. But it's like I said, it's an addiction, man. You come in here, you get that endorphin rush, you feel good, and talking to people, you make friends in the gym. You just want to keep coming, man. And that's why I like doing these channel stuff, man, because I like talking to you guys. So I just keep coming. But we'll see how this goes. I got 445s on. This is where I may start not going as deep as I was. So I may just try to hit around 90 and not go all the way down, because it starts getting pretty heavy. Whew. Yeah, built that one. So now I'm just going to add a 25 pound instead of a 45 because we're starting to get heavy. So I may hit failure on this one. So we'll go up another. So now we got 4 45s and a 25 on each side. And we're just trying to hit that 90-degree now. I'm probably not hitting as deep as I was on the 3 plates. But that's why I do that, because it's easier on your brain if I'm going all the way down as heavy as I can. And now I tell myself, I don't have to go all the way down now. Great. But I'm still hitting 90 degrees, and it's still a really heavy weight. So that's kind of my mindset behind why I do that, is like it just makes it easier in my mind to be like, okay, I can do this. And it tends to work for me. Everybody's kind of got their own stuff, but that just kind of worked for me for my squats, because I've always hated squats. Like I've had a good squat when I was heavier, and I've always been decent at them, but like I hate doing them. I hate doing legs, man. It's my least favorite day, but when you're done, you always feel great. So that's why I keep doing it. But yeah, man, we're just hitting back squat. We'll hit some front squat. I'll show you guys the front squat. Front squats are really good, man. Really focus on the abs and the quads. Get in the front of your legs really good, which I like that, man. I tend to neglect my hamstrings. So my hamstrings have always been a problem, and they're always very tight. Like that's one thing I need to work on, is flexibility. I'm very good this way, right? Like I can bend over and touch the floor and come back up, back bends, that sort of stuff, no problem. But the bending forward, I'm very stiff right there in my hamstrings. Like it's always been an issue with me, touching my toes and stuff. And I don't know why, man. I don't know why that's always so tight. Even no matter how much I stretch it, it's always so tight, dude. So I've done yoga, Pilates, and like, dude, it's always tight. So I hate that. But that's something I want to work on. But yeah, so like legs for me, it's always kind of been like a So, but quads, I like working the quads, man. I get decent definition on my quads, but I definitely need to work on the hamstrings a little bit. So that's why I like a good back squat. We'll see how this goes. Like I said, we were getting heavy. I'll give it a shot. We'll see if we can get deep enough. Just kind of keep myself moving, man. My back gets a little stiff, so don't mind me. All right. Oh yeah, we're heavy now, guys. Oh. Oh man. Yeah, that's probably gonna be it on the back squat today. That was seeing stars after that one. Ugh, man. Yeah, man. And like I said, mine is always so tight. Hey, there he is. Your homie Chris. What did you do today? 102 pump Navy SEAL. Ooh, 500. Hey, that's a beast, dude. That's another page you guys should check out. Gym homie Chris, man. He's on my feed right now. Really good dude. Killing them workouts, man. I can't say enough about him or Gravity Core Fitness, man. Them two pages, really positive, good guys, man. Um, Working their butts off and just trying to motivate people, teach people. And that's kind of where I'm at, man. It's just, I'm here to teach people, motivate y'all, man. And really, I'm just a conversational guy, man. I have a communications major, my bachelor's in communications, and I'm a big stressor on mental health, mental, emotional, spiritual, physical health. They all tie together. And man, tomorrow you're doing 107 pump. Oh my goodness. Whew, Jim Homie Chris, that's a good one, bro. I like that. But yeah, dude, I'm a big stressor on mental, emotional health, and I'm just here to have conversations with you guys, man. People are struggling all the time. I struggle, you know what I mean? And I just like to show people, hey, no matter what you're going through, man, getting here, getting to the gym, and just doing your workouts, even when you don't feel like it, is going to help your mental health in the long run. So there's days I don't want to be here, but I know it's going to help me. I'm breaking out my belt a little bit because that last squat, I felt that in my back. So just injury prevention. Plus, it's a good waist trainer, man. If you're really trying to slim your waist, hitting that belt. So I like that, get it tight. So I thought I seen on your page, man, where you're doing the Navy SEALs every day this month. I saw that post you had. I was like, damn, that's beast mode. I seen Gravity Core. He was doing his burpees this morning too, man, and doing some crazy stuff too. I'm like, golly. His time zone's kind of opposite ours, so every morning I get off work and he's doing his live early in the morning. Like right now, I think over there in Wales it's around like 1 a.m. and he'll usually stop in and say hi to me before he goes to bed. But I try to catch his lives as much as I can, and yours too. Jim Homie Chris does his lives a lot early in the morning too, but usually by the time he does his, I'm already asleep, so I end up missing. But he always has good stuff. I always go back and watch him. So I'm gonna lower this down one. Ooh, that's 2 plates, and it feels heavy today, boys. We're gonna try that. We'll give her a shot. I may have to go down, but this is the front squat. So what you're gonna see me doing here, man, is I'm gonna lock my arms in, and I'm gonna bring my elbows up. And I'm trying to hold those elbows up high because if I bring it down, I'll end up smacking these poles. So keep your arms up, and this is better form anyways, and keeping your back straight. And when I squat down, I'm really gonna feel that tightening my abs, and the front of the legs is where the front squat really comes in handy. So that's what we'll be working the next couple sets, and then we'll go hit some leg curls, extensions, calf raises, just some of the minor leg exercises. We'll hit some of those next. Squats are always where I start after my warm-up because it's the main thing we're going to be hitting today. It's the heavy lift. That's how I personally like to do it. It's how I've always been taught is I'll do my warm-up, and whatever the major lift of the day is, that's where I try to start, unless the gym's just packed and you can't get to it, which that happens sometimes, and I'll work around it. But I always try to start with the major lift. So on like bench press day, it's always going to be bench press. My squat day will always be squats. Deadlifts is going to be my back day where I start. Because I want to be fresh. I'm trying to hit those heavy weights on those, so I want to be fresh. Heavier weight, heavier number, not easy. So I always start with those, man. And then your minor lifts, my curls, tricep extension, all that stuff can be done at the end when I'm a little more tired, so I'm not going near as heavy as I am on this other stuff. So, and that's how I've always trained. Like I like progressive resistance when it comes to like the bench press, the deadlift, the squat. I think that gets you better size, better results, better muscle growth for those lifts. Now, when it comes to like curls, when it comes to tricep extensions, leg curls, leg extensions, like that stuff don't need to be as heavy. You're just trying to pump the blood through and get a good pump. So that's just popping it out. So you don't really need to be super fresh for those compared to like a squat like this. I want to make sure my legs are fresh because I don't want to fall. I don't want to crash. Don't want to injure myself. All right, so we got it up. My elbows are going to stay up. And just like that. Two plates was killer. I'm going to take one off. We'll finish it out on one and just hit some reps on there. But I definitely appreciate you guys being here, watching. Yeah. Yeah, he's doing crazy stuff, man. I'm telling you. You guys watch Gym Homie Chris. He does a lot of good body weight workouts. He does a lot of home workouts in his gym. He's got some good weights in there. But he's always positive doing his thing, man. Oh man. You can you got a weight routine at home though, man. That's good, dude. Like I'd rather have free weights honestly than these machines. If I had a gym that had free weight bench press, squat, deadlift, that's what I'd rather be doing. Main reason I don't do it at home is like this is my dad's garage, and I don't want to tear up his concrete floor. So if I had some pads, I may go buy some pads. I would do my deadlifts and squats at home, preferably, because I love free weights. Works way better. So, how you doing, guys? Glad to have you here. Definitely thanks for coming to watch. We're just hitting a little bit of legs, just having some good conversations, man. Like I said, I'm here for people, man. Anyone who's struggling mentally, emotionally, you can come to my page, man, and we'll definitely support, man. We'll put in some prayers. Whatever you need from me and the community, that's what we do, man. Fit4Life is the name of my page. That is my business plan. My motto, bro, is to help as many people as possible, so they can be fit to live their life, to the fullest. So it's actually just being fit for life. It's physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. They all tie together, and it's like, what can I do to help you get there? I'm just kind of the middleman. I just want to lead you in the right direction. Positivity through workouts, knowledge. I can recommend books. I can do what I can for you, man. Eventually, I'd like to get a business going where I'm the middleman that's reaching you out to experts and helping you get to where you need to be in life. Um, whether you're someone who was like me as a teenager, who was 235 pounds, dealing with depression, anxiety, bad self-image issues. Um, if you're someone like that, it would just be getting you on the right plan to get you into shape, losing body fat, getting your confidence up, and getting you in some therapy, some counseling, whatever you might need, so that you make the right choices in life, and continue to be successful and look at yourself in a positive way. That's what I'm looking for. Same thing, whether if it's opposite, if you're someone who's very, very skinny, maybe you had a drug problem, or maybe you just whatever, and you can't put on muscle. We're going to get you a plan that's going to help you build muscle, get you into the help you need with counseling and rehab, whatever it may be. And spiritual is always going to be involved in that, man. It doesn't matter what religion you are. If you believe, Scientology, you believe Donald Trump's God, whatever. Like I will find you someone who's an expert in what you believe. Boom, and I'm just kind of the middleman. That is my long-term dream, is to just help people with that and just have a facility where people can go, and we really tailor down to your specific needs and get you what you need. That is my goal, man. I feel like God put that on my heart to help people, man, because I've always had that kind heart where I just want to help, and I've always loved fitness. I've always loved health. Um, so if I can combine those things, man, I'm there for it. And I just know my journey. When I started getting into better shape, man, when I lost weight, when I started looking better in the mirror, I built my confidence up. I felt better mentally, emotionally. It led me to God. So, and I was blessed watching a guy named Stephen Furtick, who really helped me out. He's a pastor, a Christian pastor, because I could never relate to like a lot of these old heads, pastors. A lot of them, Billy Graham. Some of these guys were real old, and I'm like, I can't relate to these guys, man. I don't understand what they're saying to me. But Stephen Furtick, he was in his 40s at the time, maybe late 30s when I was watching him, and man, this guy was jacked. He works out. He's in great shape. He had his hair all done right, and he's talking to me about God in a cool way that I'd never heard before, and it just sold me on the whole thing. I'm like, dude, I understand this guy, and he's giving me something I can relate to. Like he's like me, and that pretty much just sold me, man. So I started watching him like every day, and reading the Bible every day with him, and man, that just changed everything in my life. And it's not all perfect, man. There's always ups and downs. I got away from it. My best friend died. I was away. He died in a car wreck. He was 21. It was a motorcycle accident. And man, that really fucked with me. I gave up on everything for a while. I was angry, but eventually I had a good buddy who was like, man, let's watch Stephen Furtick together. And it brought me back and, got me right on the back on the right path. So it's ups and downs, man. You're not going to be perfect all the time. Mental health, I struggle still, emotional, but we're getting better, man. Last year I had cheated on my girlfriend and with another girlfriend, and that really messed with me mentally because I'm the one that messed up a good relationship and made me feel bad about myself for a long time, man. And it still pops into my head because I'm like, man, I let a really, really good one go, one I've been waiting on for a long time. So really dumb because I was just chasing something I thought I needed from the other girl that I really didn't need. That relationship was toxic, a lot of ups and downs. I thought I needed validation I really didn't need. I needed to look within myself, love myself. And it took a lot of time to figure out why I did that to a girl I thought was perfect. Why would I cheat? Why would I hurt someone I thought was perfect? So it's a struggle, man. Your mental health, your emotional is going to struggle. It's going to be ups and downs. Physical too. There's days I don't want to come in here and work out, but I know it's going to be better if I do. So I just do it. You know what I mean? And that's for everybody, man. So I just want to help people, because I'm not perfect. I'm just a human. But that's what I want people to know. It's okay not to be okay, and we're all human, and we all can relate on so much shit, man. We might go through different walks in life. I've lost my best friend. I've lost a relationship. You may have lost your dad. You may have had sickness. But the thing is, those feelings we feel are very similar. Our paths are different, but everyone feels that loneliness. Everyone feels that depression. We're human, so we all have those feelings, even though we may show them differently. On the inside, we're all very similar, and that's what I want people to realize. Like, at the end of the day, we're all human, and we should be not judging each other so harshly for our things, but we should be like helping each other, man. Because that leads to understanding, and it leads to compassion. It leads to being better people, and that's what I want. Is I just want to help as many people as possible to live their life to the fullest, to be the best they can be, and to treat others the way you would want to be treated. So that's just the best way I can put it, man. Um, but yeah, dude. So it's like we all struggle with stuff. And my self confidence was really down here lately from that breakup, from what I did and stuff. Because I haven't found anyone else like her since then. It's been over a year, and I've talked to women. It just hasn't been the same. Someone who just fit my life so good. But I went out with my buddies last weekend and we had a really good time, man. And it just showed me that I'm still a good looking guy. There's still women out there that I can find, good women. It's just waiting on the right one to come along again, and making sure I don't make the same mistake I did last time. Learning from your mistakes, not doing that again. It's part of life, man. And as you get older, you start finding these things out. But like I said, I'm just here to help, man. Show people like, hey, I'm not perfect, but I'm still here doing this stuff, and I'm on this live just to try to help you guys and to give you motivation. Like, hey, if he's doing this shit, I can do it too. He's not perfect. He's had this, and this in his life, but he's still here trying to make the most of it. And that's what I want for everybody, man. Is we just gotta make the most of what we got, because we only get one life, and there's no point in wasting it. I get to rambling and getting off on my little tangents, so I apologize for taking so long between that set. But this stuff is just really important to me. This stuff is it's really important to me to just let people know, like, hey, we're all in this together, man. And we're just going to learn and grow together, you know. But, man, so that's going to be it on the end of our squat day. End of our little squats there. So we're going to go ahead and we'll hit leg curls, extensions, calf raises with some of that stuff. I might actually, I don't do this one every time, but I do like leg press. So we may hit leg press today if we have time. But I definitely appreciate you guys, man. Like I said, I'm just trying to to be a positive influence, and I need you guys as much as y'all need me, man, because uh, there's a lot of days I'm dealing with depression, and I don't feel like today. To be honest with you, I was like, I really don't want to do a live, man. I'm like, what's the point? Like, no one cares. You know what I mean? I get in my head a lot on all this stuff. It's like no one cares, and there's no point in doing this. I'm not helping nobody. But I'm like, you know what? If I don't try, then my message is never going to get out there. And a long time ago, I tattooed Fit4Life, my logo. Trying to do push-ups. I love it, dude. Hey, keep pushing them push-ups, dude. I like it. Chest needs to be dead. You should be shaking on them push-ups, dude. I like that. So keep doing that, dude. That's awesome. I love hearing guys about their workouts, man, and that they're pushing themselves, man. It's always good, dude. I like watching, like I said, Jim Homie Chris and Gravity Core. There he is. I was just talking about him. I watch their videos, man, seeing them push themselves, and it's always awesome, dude. This guy's out here in the freaking 80, 90-degree weather hitting his burpees, and I'm just like, damn. Like I did that the other day. I was drenched in sweat, and he's out here killing 500 of them at 56 years old. You know what I mean? So really cool to see, man. I love stuff like that. Like I said, we're just hitting a little bit of legs today, man. Just a little. I got about 130 pounds on right now. Just hitting that warm up, but yeah, I just kind of finished our squats, man. We're hitting a little bit of leg curls and extensions. Oh, he'll do 500 burpees. He's crazy, man. He'll do his push-ups, his burpees. I'm like, golly. And at 56 years old, man, it's inspiring. You know, I love watching guys, like you said, you're 40. I love watching guys older than me that are doing this stuff because it gives me hope that, man, when I'm that age, I'm going to be doing that too. Like, that's really cool. So you guys inspire me too, man, when I watch people who are older than me do this stuff because it's like, damn, I always wonder how long am I going to be able to keep this up until my body gives out on me. You know what I mean? And it's always a fear because this is my addiction. This is like what I live for, man, is being here working out. And if there's ever a day where I can't, it's really going to suck. So, but yeah, Gravity Core, man, go check his stuff out. I think it's probably like 1 a.m. or something around where he's at right now. But he always checks in before he goes to bed. But he does his lives usually when I get off work in the morning. I get off about 6:30. I get home about 7, and he's hitting the live. And I definitely recommend checking his stuff out for sure, man. Him and his wife, they always give me shout outs. It's awesome. He has a very supportive wife of his workouts and stuff. She's always there with him. And I love to see that, dude. So that'll be me one day. Have a fitness wife that'll just film my workouts for me so I don't have to. So be great, man. Be great. So, and Jim Homie Chris, his page is really cool too because his whole family, like when you go to his lives and watch his lives, his whole family is there, like commenting from their YouTube pages, and it's really cool to see the whole family atmosphere, man. They're always his wife and his kids, so everyone's there. So it's really cool to see, man. I love that. So I love that. I don't have wife or kids yet, man, but very supportive family. It's just my dad and everybody, they're too old to know how to YouTube works and stuff. So, but they watch me work out at home a lot. So, and you guys seen, I always post videos of my dog. So my dog is my best buddy. But yeah, we're just hitting a little bit. Like I said, my quads are pretty well defined, but I definitely would like to get a little more size to them, man. That's my goal for my quads. Blow them out. My hamstrings as well. I need to blow my hamstrings out so that my quads look bigger. So really work on those, man. I usually hit about 3 to 4 sets of these extensions and leg curls. So we'll hit those. Try to go hit some calf raises if it opens up. I got a little calf raise machine here. That's one thing I follow. Arnold has a really good book if anyone's looking for one. Education of a Bodybuilder. It's not his encyclopedia. The bodybuilding encyclopedia is the huge one. This one is very small, easy read, and in fact, the front half is really just about his life growing up and how he got into bodybuilding and his career and stuff, all the way up into when he was in Hollywood, and when he competed Mr. Olympia, like his top body. But in the back, is his whole weight routine. And he breaks down what he did, why he did it, all that sort of stuff. And his weight routine is pretty simple, um, easy to follow. So I throw a lot of his stuff into my routines. Um, and one thing I do, his thing was his hardest muscles to grow were his calves and his forearms. So every day, at the end of my workouts, I hit 3 sets of calves, 3 sets of forearms, and that was per him. And Arnold's one of the goats, so if he says it, I follow it. Because he's the one that started us shit. Everyone was like, "Damn, I want to look like Arnold," um, and kind of he started the whole bodybuilding movement. So really, like, I mean, there was guys before him, but he was the one that really popularized it because of Hollywood, and all the movies he was in. So I really, like Reg Park was before him, and that was his idol, and some of those guys. But Arnold had that body that was just like, whoa, dude, the first one. So I always recommend his stuff, but he does a simple little forearms and calf raises at the end of his workouts. He said, just do 3 sets every day before you leave, and it'll pay off. And I was like, okay. So I've been doing that for a while, man. It's got good definition from doing it every day, but like I'm still looking for that size. So that's something we're still working on. But I'm gonna go ahead and hit my last set. Oh, dude, praying for you, brother. That is a huge accomplishment. That is so hard to do, dude. Quitting smoking is so hard, bro. Like man, Franco, yeah, Phil Colombo, dude, that dude was a beast as well. I'm one of Arnold's best buddies, and he talks about Franco in that book I'm mentioning because they worked out together a lot. And Franco was a little short, stout guy, really thick, and Arnold kind of had that longer torso build. And it's really cool to see their difference, but how the Franco was so short and compact, but so jacked. Like, how do you have a torso so short, but your abs are so freaking solid, dude? Like, he was a great build. He could have played a Hulk, like Ferrigno. So yeah, he was really good too. But yeah, dude, that is awesome though. So my ex, talking about the smoking again. My ex, she had got me started vaping, and dude, it was so hard to quit. I vaped for like a year and a half, 2 years, and it was so hard to quit vaping, dude. That took me forever to finally be like, all right, I'm gonna put this down and quit. And mainly it was because of my job. I work in a farm factory making chemicals, and so I have to be able to breathe. If I can't pass a breathing test, I can't keep my job. And so I had to quit vaping, and dude, that was so hard. So for you to quit smoking, bro, I'm gonna be praying for you. That is so hard to do, and I'm proud of you for that, dude. That is not easy at all. Um, Mincer, yeah, dude, he would have been great too. He would have been great too, no doubt. But those guys are all like idols for me, man. I about dropped you guys there. Those guys are definitely all idols for me, man. Is a lot of those old school bodybuilders. Um, New ones are good too. There's some new ones that are really good. The C-Bum, I like C-Bum a lot. I think he has a good positive mentality. Sam Sulik's kind of different, but I don't mind him. But he's kind of young, cocky kid sometimes. I don't think he's a bad dude, but C-Bum, I like his positivity. I like his attitude. And I like his build too. I think he had a pretty good build. He kind of reminded me of Arnold when he was at his best a little bit. So I really liked his build. Um, Sam Sewell, like I say, he's definitely jacked, but you can tell where he's definitely hitting the gear real hard. You see like the acne and stuff on his skin is definitely crazy. But C-Bum, I thought always had pretty good build. Uh, But yeah, there's just a lot of the newer guys. There's just not a whole lot like it was, man. Like back, like when Arnold and all them guys were doing it. Um, Larry Wheels, another big guy, but I just prefer that like big but more natural looking physique. I think like I like him, but I don't want to be that like guy that just looks like he's not natural. I don't want the veins like popping through real crazy. Like I just want to look great. Greg Plitt. Honestly, I don't know if I've ever seen Greg Plitt. That's one I'm not familiar with. But there was a time where I didn't watch a whole lot. Like a lot of the old school I've seen just from pictures and some of them books on Arnold that I read and learned about, like Reg Park. I didn't really know much about him until Arnold was talking about him because that was kind of his idol. And I started watching a lot of his stuff after that. And Franco, I learned from him because that was like one of his best buddies. And of course, I knew Lou from being the Hulk. Everyone knew Lou Ferrigno, so um, I will look him up for sure. I will definitely look him up. I want to see what you're talking about because I'm into like seeing those guys and like their builds and what they did to get there. Like I said, I just like that natural. Frank Zane was another one that was pretty good build, man. I just like the more natural physique of the old school, like because like some of the newer ones that you see, you can tell like they're definitely juicing, man. Like those veins are not natural, and like that dude just doesn't look right. You know what I mean? Dorian Yates, that's another. He was a big guy, man. Like I said, just Arnold just had like aesthetically pleasing. Like I like a bodybuilder who aesthetically looks right, looks normal, not crazy. But the fact that Arnold was as big as he was and only had like a 32-inch waist was in fucking insane, dude. Because I have like a 32, 33-inch waist, but I'm 5'10" and 185 pounds. You know what I mean? Like that dude was 6'4" and like 250, 260 with a freaking 32-inch waist. Like, dude, that's insane. You know what I mean? Like, how the hell do you get that big with that small of a waist? And that's the goal, man. Have a slim waist and then the big upper body and the big legs. So, but I'm more that I got more of that Franco build too, because I'm not real tall. You know, I said I'm around 5'10", and so I'm pretty compact. I have a short torso, so I'm definitely more built like Franco, which is okay. You know, it's easy to look thick, but like keeping your abs looking great is harder when you have that short torso compared to someone who's longer, because you're just more compact. But you definitely your arms look bigger, your chest like that's why I'm okay with having a short torso because I just look thicker. So I was like, yeah, that's cool, my traps and everything. But it's just harder on the stomach to be as cut when you're compact. How you doing, brother? But I think that's kind of everybody's hard on themselves, you know. I think everyone's hard on themselves. These extensions, I hate them, man. They get my freaking hamstrings. I think I need to be working those. So, but I hate these. But yeah, Gravity Core is a guy, man. He was 56. He was a natural bodybuilder for a very long time, man. And he's got some accomplishments in the bodybuilding world. He definitely knows his stuff, man. You guys should definitely check him out. Look at a lot of his stuff, man, because he's super knowledgeable. I enjoy talking with him and having him on my page, and I definitely enjoy his workouts. Like I said, at 56, you won't see guys doing what he does. So go check him out next time he does his live, man. Watch what he does on there, and very positive community. His wife is super great, man. Always giving the shout outs. So definitely go check those guys out, man. Gym Homie Chris, another one, really super good guy. A lot of good knowledge coming from him, man. So let's see. So the leg press I wanted is being used up because I like the ones that's on the ground, you know, where you kind of elevate it and you push up. I like those a lot. We only have one at this gym, usually in use, which is why I don't use it very much. It's not that it's a bad workout. I like the leg press. It's just that's the one I like, and everyone uses it because everyone knows that's the one that works the best. So we also have this one, but I don't like these ones as much, where you push out. So I don't think they work near as well. But since the other one's taken, I can hop on this one and use it. Like I said, I don't like using the belt for a lot of stuff, but it does work good as a waist trainer if you're trying to slim that down, and it does help if you do have like I got having a little back soreness today, so I was like I'm gonna bust the belt out because I am sore and I don't want to hurt myself. I left my cases down here. I had to grab my phone case and my case for my headphones. But yeah, so it definitely this will work, but like I said, I definitely prefer that other leg press. I don't like these ones where you push out straight. I like having it more where I'm pushing up. I think that works way better, and I can get deeper than I can on these. But you work with what you got, you know. there's a time where all I had was body weight stuff, and you can get great stuff done with body weight, man. Like I said, and Gravity Core Fitness will attest to that because a lot of his stuff is body weight stuff. So, hey, respect, man. Gravity Core Fitness, I appreciate you watching, man. I appreciate the love. You're always here for it, and I appreciate it, man. It's a fitness community. That's what we're here for, help each other out. So, um, love it, dude. This gym is, I love it because it's usually empty, and that's another reason I stuck with Planet. Um, was because they have a very good body weight area, and they're always dead here. So my other gym was always pretty dead too, and it had better free weights, but it did not have a good body weight station because like over where I do my body weight stuff, I can do my flag pulls and handstand push-ups and stuff here. My other gym didn't have an area for that, so it's like, okay, do I get better weights or do I have a better body weight area? And I'd rather have the body weight area. If it comes down to it, calisthenics I think is one of the most important uh, foundations, man. Because like when I was younger, I was like a power lifter, so I did a lot of body weight stuff, or not body weight, but I did a lot of weightlifting. I didn't do a whole lot of body weight stuff, and I was very big, very strong, but I did not have a very good physique. Like my body didn't look good when I was a teenager. I was really strong, but I always had a gut, and it wasn't until I started doing pull-ups and push-ups and all that stuff that my body started looking more solid. And so I tell everybody, man, if I have to choose, I'm always going to take calisthenics over weightlifting. If it comes down to it. So, so that's why another reason I stuck with Planet versus my other gym. The other gym I was going to was fantastic, man, and it's really small, which I like. There was like 4 people in there at max ever, and the free weights went up really heavy, which was great for deadlift, squat, and stuff. But you just see, sacrifices, man. And I wanted to get back into boxing, so I started boxing, and that cost money. So, but fitness is just important, man. It's just about doing it. It doesn't matter if you can't afford a gym and you got to work out at home. Just do it, bro. Like I got a guy. I'm hoping one of my buddies that I trained for a long time. He might be coming to town this weekend. I'm hoping he does because I'm going to do a live and you guys can meet him. We'll do a couple workouts together. He's someone I trained for a long time, and he don't have the money right now to really go to a gym, so he works out at home. But he's gotten in great shape, man. Just doing the home workouts and some of the stuff I showed him with handstand push-ups and training him on calisthenics. He's gotten into great shape doing that, man. Like I'm like, damn, I'm surprised at how well his handstands are and some of his push-up stuff and his bicep veins, man, are actually coming along really well for not having weights and stuff. He's getting pretty vascular, and it's really cool to see. Like the stuff I taught him was working. So I'm excited to have him maybe come on here and do some lives this weekend. Hopefully we can get that together for you. Show you some cool stuff. Um, let's see. Yeah, so it looks like everything I was going to use is pretty much taken because I wanted to get you guys some calf raises, but we kind of did do some calves on the squat, so we'll be okay without those. Ladies are using the hip extensors. So I think this is going to be it, guys. It's about 8 o'clock anyways. I got to get home and get ready for work. But I just wanted to bring you guys a little live, man. Get you through a little leg workout. So, like I said, it's not gonna be perfect every time either. We're human. The gym gets busy sometimes. Sometimes your routine is gonna be thrown off. Like today, there was a few exercises I wanted to do, but the machines were busy, and that's just part of life, man. You can't let that ruin your workout or get in your way. So, I'll just get them in next week. I still had a really good squat day. We had some leg press, leg curls, extensions. So we got the major stuff done. So I feel pretty good about it. So pretty good day, man. Tomorrow is Thursday. So tomorrow I'm going to come in and we're going to do, I'll probably do a quick shoulder and trap routine. Lately, I haven't had time to do lives on that because I've slept too late because I also have boxing on Thursdays. So I usually do like just a 30, 45-minute quick shoulder and trap workout and then go hit boxing. So let's do it, man. Hey, dude, I love that, man. Austin, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate the positivity. I appreciate you guys coming here. I just want everyone to be happy with how they are. I want you to get in the best shape you can be, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Not just physically, but mental, your emotional health. Men's mental health and emotional health is something that's not talked about enough, man. We're not supposed to cry. We're not supposed to be broke down, but man, we're human, bro, and like we go through shit too. Breakups are just as hard on us. Deaths are just as hard on us. Sickness, but we're supposed to be tough. And I'm just here to show, hey, it's okay not to be okay, bro. And like my page is a place to come, talk to me. We'll get it out there. You know what I mean? And it's fine, man. There's a lot of times I'm not okay. Today I did not want to do a live goal. I did not want to work out. But like you guys pushed me to, because I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll help somebody else just by getting on here and talking and going through my workout when I don't feel like it. So, but I appreciate you guys, man. So like I said, tomorrow we'll hit shoulders and traps real quick. I'll try to do a live. If not, I'll at least have a short video of something, the shoulder press, something, show you guys. We'll knock something out tomorrow. And then I got boxing. I'll try to maybe show you something there too. And then Friday, I'm hoping my buddy's here and we'll do cable chest and arms. That's a routine he's familiar with, so I'd love to get him here for that. And then if he stays and shows up Saturday, we'll probably do a home workout. We'll probably do our burpees and running together, all that through my neighborhood. Um, One of my favorite videos to do with you guys is at home, because my dog's always there being a goofball and getting in the way. So that's always a fun one. So we'll do that tomorrow. But I love you guys, man. God bless you. God loves you, man. You're never alone. Even if you think you are, bro, you're not alone. And that doesn't mean God's with you, but it also means that like I can relate to you, man. If you're feeling depressed, you're feeling lonely, I got those same feelings, man. We might be going through something different in life, but we have those same feelings because we're human. So God bless y'all, man. All love, and we'll see you tomorrow. So let's get this dang muscle, huh?